Good morning everybody, it's Bee from Bespoke Crafts and today we're going to be making a birthday card for a teen. Now the stamp set that I'm using is Stamps Anonymous Tim Holtz and it's THMB012 and it's called Birthday. I'm not sure whether this is whether it's still available or not. I'll have a search around, and if I can find it, I'll put it in the description. And I've had this stamp set a good while, and I think, to be honest, I bought it off eBay. Excuse me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp all 4 aspects of the card. So as you can see, we've got a party hat, we've got a gift, and there's a balloon and a cupcake. So what I'm going to do is play you a little bit of music and whiz through this bit. I'm using Memento because I'm going to be using my Ohuhu Honolulu 320 marker pens, the alcohol markers. There's also a link for them in the description as well for the 2 types of nibs. Okay, so I'm going to pop you on a fast forward and some music. We're going into the colouring now, and I have fast forwarded through this as well. I'll go through the colours as I'm colouring in. For the balloon, I'm using RV100, RV70, and R14. And I'm putting my my swatch colours down on my laminated sheet, which will end up changing that. As you can see there, because the lightest colour of the browns didn't go on. So the colours for the cupcake itself, I'm using Y13, E400 and E380. And when I do the cupcake holder, bun case, I couldn't think what the word was then, I'm using Y11 and YY130, which is what I'm doing now. And when I go to the candle, I'm going to be using YR100, RV070 and RV260. What I'm doing with that is doing the darker shade, which is the RY100. I'm doing a fine line down each side of the candle, simply so that it looks like it gives the impression that it's going around. For the gift, I'm using V210, V270 and V150. The cardstock I'm using is a Centengo, and it's a cream linen cardstock. It's quite nice, but well, it's not quite nice, it's really nice. I use it quite a lot of the time. I have got the link in the description for this card. Then the delivery is absolutely amazing for this company. It's very reasonably priced as well. But I do like, I don't know why, I do prefer a more textured card. Not ideal for everything, obviously, but I do like a textured card myself. I like the hammered cardstock as well. Next, I'm going to fussy cut these out. They don't come with a die. I don't think there's dies to them. I'm sure there isn't. Anyway, so I'm using my small scissors from Tim Holtz, and these are I think these are the 7-inch. These are the smaller ones with that the spring in them. I never thought I would actually get used to using these, but they are really, really good. They're so much easier. I'm going to put you on a fast forward now, just while I cut these out, just so it's you're not just sat watching me fussy cut. All right, I'll see you on the other side of this. I'm going to start using now my Distress Spritzes. The colours that I've chosen are Spice Marmalade, Twisted Citron, Fossilized Amber, Warm Lipstick, Picked Raspberry, Barn Door and Peacock Feathers. And I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with these yet. I'm just going to put little splats on and just see how it turns out, really. You have to remember to give these a good shake up, and also clean your nozzle when you've finished, simply because the little bits of the mica get stuck in the tube and it blocks it off. So I'm using my heat gun to dry off each layer. Like I've said before in previous videos, apparently these tools have a habit of bursting into flames, so please make sure they're unplugged when you're not using them. So now I'm going to be using a gummy pan stencil, and it's number 2. I don't know whether it has a name on it. Just hang on. Oh no, I'm fibbing to you. It's stencil number 7. So that's the stencil that I'm using now. I'm using paint splatters, and I'm also using my Versamite pen, because I really want to mess with this card, and by doing that I'm going to be using a various amount of distress glazes, and I figured that the best way to do it was use the pen, which I think I quite quickly got a bit fed up of. the distressed glazes, if I can talk, that I've used were wild honey, picked raspberry, broken china, candied apple, twisted citron, wilted violet, salty ocean, and lumberjack plaid. I do like these glazes because they're transparent. You can see already see the splats through that I've already done using the Distress Spritz. Nearly forgetting what I was using there. And that was my sweeties there. I'm sorry about that. Also. So now I'm looking down at placement and what I'm going to do. And I have absolutely got no idea. So this is just a journey. Sometimes you get that with cars, don't you? They're just, you know what you want, but you just don't know how you're going to get there. So I've decided, out comes the stencil again. And I'm I'm going to start and use my homemade embossing paste, which I showed how to make it on the video. I don't know which one it was. What I'll do is I'll put a link at the top, and it's 11, down at 12. So I'll put that link up now. You'll see that pop up at the right hand side. I'm using I'm using the same stencil. I'm using the homemade embossing paste. And that's it. I'm just going to cover this section of card. And this section of card that I've got is, so it's about 2.5 inches in width. It's about 2.5 inches in width. This embossing paste is really good. It does last for ages, and you don't need to make a lot, and just get it to the consistency that you want. So I'm going to fast forward through this and see where we get to. I'll pop me some music on. I'm just looking now what colour I want to use for the matten layer. Chosen a couple of colours. I have gone through the pad. I quite like the blue, but I prefer the purple. So I'm going to use the purple. And again, looking for placement for these little party bits. I will fast forward through this as well. There seems to be a lot of fast forwarding on my videos. I hope you don't mind that. I hope you are still here as well. I will fast forward through this because I really took a long time to go through this. In fact, I'm not going to fast forward through it. I'm going to edit it out so you're not watching me mess about with it. So I shall be back when I've found a better place for you. I think I've just deleted about 7 minutes of faffing. So I've put the centre part on. I've put it on, looked at it horizontally, vertically, horizontally, but I've gone with horizontally. I've put it across the card. I think it looks better, it sits better. So again, now it's just placement. Am I going to use all the bits? How can this card be so complicated? I don't know. I don't know. It just is. It just ended up complicated. A lot more hard work than it should have been, to be fair. But that's crafting, isn't it? So I'm placing these on, and I'm going to use double foam pads, which I'm just looking for now, so I can tell you what the ones I've used. And they are Creative Craft products, and the 2mm, and I'm using the black ones simply because I need to use them, and you can't see them anyway. And there they go. So I'm going to now use my eMark Create to create the sentiment that I want to pop on the card. You've seen me use this before. Good little product. Again, there is a link to it in the description. I want to put the sentiment on a backing, just so it stands out more, because obviously the card is very busy, and it's the sentiment's just going to disappear. So I'm using Villainous Potion in the Distress Oxide, just colouring a little piece of card in, and then I'm going to stick the sentiment over the top of it, and then pop that on the card. Also, as I'm speeding up through this, when I was putting the sentiment on the sheet, I actually got a little bit of ink on it. So I'm going to use the stencil again, just to do a little bit more stenciling. Anyway, so that's virtually the end of the video. Can I just thank everybody for watching, for coming this far. Thank you everybody for subscribing. Thank you. If you're watching this and you've got this far and you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. It does help my channel, and I really, really do appreciate it. So for now, I'm going to say see you next time. Bye for now. Thanks for watching. Bye.